Hi everyone, I wanted to just do a quick flip through of my completed August Daisy Dori, and I really haven't been through it to check to see what was still there and what was not still in there, so this is really pretty much how it came out of my traveler's notebook and got set to the side while I get my things together to do my memory keeping. So I just use one of the personalized dashboards, and this is usually what I do each month. Sometimes I'll put paper behind it, but each month they have a dashboard that has the month spelled out on it. Like here was June's and July's, and I use that. That's the one I use for the front always. Then I always have a tab, and I alternate the sides, you can see. So when I put them in my books, June, July, August, and then actually my September here is on the right, so they alternate. So that's how I've done it, and I've had Cocoa Daisy Dories for years and years and years, and I've alternated just so I can do. And any paper clips that come with it, when I get ready to actually put it away on my shelf, I just stick the paper clips in the top because they look really pretty sitting on my shelf that way. So quick flip through. Pardon the shadows over here. Let me see if I can move my box. There we go. I still lighting and things like that, they're not my forte yet. I just took one of the cello bags and cut it at an angle here and glued it down. I didn't glue it all the way to the edge so I could have a little bit of give in it. I went about maybe a quarter inch away from the edge here, so I can put my receipts in it. And this is mostly like receipts that I'll need to keep up with or want to keep up with. The way grocery prices are going now, I want to be able to look back in a month or two and see how things compare. So I know I'll just be able to pull my August Daisy Dori and know my grocery receipts for August are in the front of that Daisy Dori. So just a little quote I printed out. The easiest way to organize your stuff is to get rid of most of it. I'm trying really hard to remember that. It's not, I'm not there yet. So my month tab that I was talking about, sometimes I do it actually on the cover, and sometimes I do it just on this first page. Just depends. There's no rhyme or really reason to it, just how it ends up. And then this is the page that I use, just stickers to note some things where I don't have to actually write it out. It's like repeating things that I can just mark on here when it happens. And then this, I'm a member of a group called the National Ladies Homestead Gathering, and this was the notes from the monthly meeting, monthly virtual meeting. We talked about homemade cleaning products, and that was really informative. I learned a lot there. My next section is the daily to-do list. October, they are changing the format of the Daisy Dori. So for the last quarter of 2022, the format is going to be different because now it comes with 3 sections that are gridded in the first half, and then 3 sections that are dot. I don't know if you can see. You may not be able to see. There's very light dots there in the back half, and then some, a lined section and some blank sections in between. But they're changing it up, and I'm not sure if I'm going to change how I do it. Even though they're changing the format of it, they did keep it similar enough, because the way it's going to be is it's still going to have this topper here, and it's going to have some artwork. But these middle lines are going to be gone, and everything's going to be gridded. And there's going to be, I think they said 31 or 32, maybe 31 gridded pages, enough that you could have a full page a day, or you could still break it up, with any kind of thin washi. I think I got this one at Michael's, but I mean, you can see it would fill the quarter, the box right at. It's a little over, but not much. Not enough to be significant. I use those thin ones in my in my planner a lot, my monthly planner, especially like for vacations and things like that. So, just, you know, my daily, I again, sort mine out, section it out into a to-do list, and then basically a today list. I kind of, here's what happened today. Like, I put appointments there, and then here you can see I just wrote some notes. It was a Sunday, but if we had done it on one of these days, I would have put this kind of thing in this today list. So we went shopping for back to school. I went to Ingles, then I took groceries to my dad's. I have a sticker for when I wash my hair. I don't wash my hair every day. I wash my hair like every 2 weeks, maybe, if I, you know, I have really long, really thick hair though, and I've been doing this for years and years, so my hair is pretty much trained to not get greasy until like week 3. So I have gotten to where I just mark that when I wash my hair, because sometimes I honestly forget when I wash my hair. I know that's horrible. That sounds really bad. Please don't judge. So I didn't do real good on this week about to-do lists. I just didn't. But here, you know, I just noted when Olivia Newton-John passed. I have these rescheduled, and I think I've got it canceled too. I love them. Absolutely love them. Had to drop my car off, dentist appointments, pick up rental cars, did bees, you know, just the fun stuff. I tried, you see how well this worked out too, right? Kind of like habit trackers. Yeah, it didn't work. This one has 7 little slots where you can check off when you do it, and I actually did wash dishes. I just didn't mark it. But yeah, so I try that every now and then. But this header up here is usually light enough in the Daisy Dori that I can add my stamp there and mark it. So I got my Cocoa Daisy on the 12th. Yay! So what else did I do? Okay. Yeah, like I canceled Pipsticks. I had a sticker subscription there. I canceled some of my Cocoa Daisy subscriptions. That was hard. Y'all, I agonized over that so long. Like, I even messaged my husband, and my husband does not care. But bless his heart, he sat there and just kind of watched me and smiled and nodded. So, I ordered from the Honeybee shop on Wednesday, and it delivered on Friday. Like, I ordered Wednesday night, and it delivered Friday. So, I just took the top off one of her washi tapes, y'all. Look at this washi tape. That is a skeleton flipping the bird. That's hilarious. I love that washi tape. I think it's hilarious. Not everybody has my same sense of humor though, so I'm not trying to offend anybody. I apologize. So yeah, just again, I didn't really do that great about writing some stuff down. Had to take my son to urgent care. They did all these tests and stuff, which was all negative, which he had a cold. That's what it was. He had a cold. He still has a cold. What else? Yeah, nothing really fun. So I have this blank page that if it came down to it, I could write more notes on that, but I didn't. Again, challenges, I did none of them. None. And this, I'm trying to remember where it was. It was a printable from somewhere. Maybe Carpe Diem. That sounds right. A free printable. May have been Carpe Diem. And it's one of those currently pages. I never do these. I don't do these because I'm not consistent enough throughout the month to just be able to write one thing. Like reading. Y'all, I go through about a book a day. I've slowed down more recently, so I go through about a book every 2 or 3 days. But yeah, there for a while, I was going through a book a day. A day. I couldn't write that much on that line. So I put it in here because I thought it was cute and the colors kind of matched, but yeah, that's it. Meal plan, y'all, look, I did it. Okay, I missed 2 days, but look, I did it. Don't count how many times Huey Magoo's on there because it just opened in my city not long ago, and we're addicted, like a lot, but it's good. And then these are just 2 things that I printed out. So, and then list of books. See, I've slowed down. I've slowed down on my smut. I'm sure there's some I didn't write in there, but, and this, yeah. So I think this was from the Carpe Diem too. It was a printable paper. And I thought it was pretty. So I wanted to keep it. But I didn't know what to do with it. I ain't got no use for that. So I made this stupid little envelope looking thing. And I just folded the paper in and washi taped the edges and then tipped it in. There's nothing in it. I don't know what I'm going to put in it, if I am anything, but there we have it. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I don't have insomnia. I have good book and no respect for tomorrow. That is way, way, way too often me. I'm just saying. And see, here's some of those blank pages. I don't think we're going to get blank pages in the new one, starting in October. And this is technically a blank page too. I thought about cutting some pictures out to make them fit here, but yeah, I don't have the want to. And then notes. This is like where I've been, sorry, I got off center. Where I was doing grocery lists. Holy grocery lists, and I mark it out when the week's over with, like when that sales cycle is over with, so I don't keep looking at it, because I would. So there's that. And then see, I still have more dot pages back here. For the longest time, I didn't use these dot pages. Like half my Daisy Dori would be empty, which I think is kind of one reason they're switching up the setup, because I think a lot of people are having that same problem. Like they're not using their Dori to the fullest of its potential. So I love this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I had good intentions. This is the Home Storage Solutions 101 Declutter Calendar for August. Again, I didn't do any of it, but I put it back here. So I had it. I just didn't do it. I just tipped it in and put a tab. This is a tab from I don't know what month. It's an old Cocoa Daisy tab though, before it was adhesive. So there's that. So that's the end of my flip through. I just wanted to show y'all real quick too while I'm here. I do MemoryDex cards, and I use, it might be easier to do it this way. I use the backing from the die cuts to do a monthly one, and then after each month, and then on the back I just write the date. Sorry, I guess I could do it right. Write the date that I actually made the card, just so I know. So there was one, and then here's just a deco one that I did, and you can see I used some puffy. Now these are the die cuts and things that have their peel off, so they're stickers. I just leave the peel off on the back and use my foam adhesive under that, or on top of that, I guess. So there's the one, just a deco one that I did for July. And then here I'm gonna cover my family, but I did this one for a reunion. So I just took the picture of my family, which you can't see, so it's not really doing much good. But I took a date stamp and just stamped the date on the top. So, and then here is, we did our house. We did some stuff to our house. So I just did a before and after, and I really liked this paper. And I used the puffy stickers. So, oh, and then there, on the back, I just kind of wrote what it was. The dates, you know. We had our old siding pulled off and replaced, and then we had new gutters installed. And then here, my husband and I went camping. So I just took a picture of our camper. And this was a rub-on. And then some of the enamel dots. I do that a lot, these enamel dots in the corner, 3s. So, and look, it was the first time that I made steak in the oven. Which, I mean, technically it's not all in the oven, because you sear it on the stovetop first. But learning how to cook steak like that really has changed our lives, because now I can cook steak really well. So that was July's. And here's August. I just did this one today. Actually, from here on out, I just did today. So this was like an overlay piece of a mandala. I think that's what it's called. And I just layered it underneath the calendar card. But see here, the three dots again. But these are our different color ones instead of the same. So there's that for August. And then I'm going to cover my son's face. I'm sure y'all have seen him before, but their first day of school was August 3rd, but he's a junior, so his first day was virtual. So this was, he was so excited for me to take his picture. His first day in class in DHS, that's his school. So, and then again, I'm going to try to, they really don't care, I'm sure. We went to Micro Center, and my husband built me a new personal computer. There's me. I take all the pictures. I'm the dork. But I love it. They don't care. They're used to me. So I just did that. And then again, my son, me, yay. We dropped off our camper, and then we went to Over the Top Burger Bar, which is a restaurant in a city kind of close to us, I guess. Y'all look at these burgers. Look at that. Holy crap. This one was called The Dish. It's the one I ate. It had a burger and cheese and mozzarella sticks, like the cheese sticks, and then more cheese, and it was in marinara sauce, y'all. And these are funnel cake fries. I don't know if it's going to focus, but it's shaped like French fries, but it's funnel cake, and it had like dried cherries and chocolate and white chocolate chips and all kinds of stuff on it. It was so freaking yummy. We bought my son an F-150. He had an S10, but my kid's not little. He's tall. He's like 6'2" already, so we got him an F-150, a full size instead of the S10. And then I did the month card for September already. And I alternate which side I put, I don't know if I can find it, July, August, the Cocoa Daisy logo on. So like this is on the right hand side. This one's on the left hand side. And sometimes I do tabs, like I did this one, has the tab. This one I just, on the calendar card, I just raised it up and where this is going to stick out. So, and then this part right here is a rub on. These little drops are a rub on. This little mouse with the book. Look at that. How freaking cute is that? It's not going to focus. We'll pretend it's focusing. And then daisies. I love daisies. My grandmother and I both, that's our favorite flower. So stuck that on there. And again, just wrote the date. Sorry, wrote the date that I did it. So I just wanted to show y'all those real quick, because that's something that I'm fairly consistent with and doing. And then I keep them in this box that my husband helped me make, and we just use 2 dowel rods, because when I first got started doing these cards, I used, I think this one might have it, yeah, I used a hole punch. Oh, sorry, I used a hole punch and then just clipped out the little nits, because I didn't have the spiffy dies or anything to make that. So yeah, I do one for each month. October, November. If y'all want me to flip through like every one of them and give you a look at all of them, let me know. Otherwise, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.